What's going on, guys? In this video, we're going to take a look at the new Basin pack and the new EMOD line as a whole. We've had a lot of updates to it from late last year through this year. We've got some more stuff coming this year also, so we're going to take a look at all of that. So starting with the new Basin pack, we just launched this yesterday. The Basin is really an update to what used to be our Super Spec duffel. So if you were familiar with the Super Spec duffel, it's similar, but there's some really big changes to it that make it a much better pack in our opinion. The biggest difference being that the Basin now has the side compression straps, like what you'll find on the Vapor 25 and 5000. So the side compression straps allow this pack to be buckled to the main frame to compress meat against the frame. So the old Super Spike duffel didn't have those, which meant you had to take these compression straps that come with the main frame and run it around the entire load and keep it compressed. Frankly, it just didn't work super great. A lot of times these were too short. So we just made it a much more simple system. We did still include the female buckles on here. So one of the features of the Basin is that you can add or remove this carry strap that does come with the Basin and use it as a duffel bag. So whether it's in camp, in your truck, or just at home, it does function as a duffel bag as well. And with these side compression straps, it's really nice to throw on a tripod or something on the side there and keep it compressed to the side of the pack. We also added some front pockets on the face of the Basin that wasn't on the Super Spike. And outside of that, it's very similar to the Super Spike and it's meant to be a duffel bag. So the Basin can zip directly to the mainframe. It'll look a lot like what the Vapor 2500 does on a mainframe. Once it's zipped on, like all EMOD products, it's fully compatible with other EMOD products. So the Vapor, for example, I can take off of here and I can buckle it over the top of the Basin. I can go vice versa and buckle the Basin over the top of the Vapor, which quickly would look something like unbuckling from here, freeing up this buckle. Basin then can ride on the front there, and I'll extend that strap to fit better, but it will basically buckle in like that, and you can piggyback one pack over the top of another. I'm not going to go through all of that configuration right now, but there's plenty of videos online, and if it still doesn't make sense, utilize more of our Gear Pro where you can send us a question and we can answer it more directly for you. But at a high level, we wanted to highlight this today. We've got our new Batwings. These are only been out for maybe like 2 weeks. Our old Batwings didn't have the front pocket on them. The hydration hanger is new. The zipper keeper is new. So there's a handful of new things about the Batwing as well. The biggest being the stretch pocket on the front. Again, same thing there. The Batwings can be zipped directly to the main frame. And you then can take the Basin and buckle it over the top. Really, the reason that you would do this is, let's say you're going in for a spike camp. You can throw all of your day hunt stuff into the Batwings for the lightest and smallest setup. You can throw your tent, your extra clothes, your food, all that stuff into the Basin, so that when you get to where you want to camp, you're just popping the Basin off and you're ready to rock and roll for a day hunt from there with just the Batwings, right? So all of these configurations, Vapor with Batwings, Batwings with Basin, Basin with Vapor, all of this stuff just gives you a ton of versatility and modularity to set up your kit for how you're going to be hunting or how you're going to be packing in. As always, the scabbard is a great addition if you're rifle hunting. So the scabbard can simply go onto the frame. Essentially like that, you would want to remove these first and then molly that in. Again, we've got more videos out there if that doesn't make sense, or you can email us to answer your question directly with a video. But the Basin will still fit on top of the scabbard and allow you to rifle hunt with the Basin as your primary pack. Basin's about 3,600 cubic inches, weighs 1 pound, 12 ounces, so it's really lightweight. You get a lot of volume for it. It's also $129. So it's a affordable way to get into the EMOD system. You can then add on pieces like the Batwing or the Vapor. Last thing that's worth talking about is the EMOD Lid is still compatible with the Basin as well. So because we added these daisy chain loops on the front here, the EMOD Lid will use these gatekeeper hooks to attach to the load lifters on the backside. On the front side of, say, the Vapor, you've got one single loop here where this gatekeeper would come down and attach to give you a lid on that system. You would do the same thing on the Basin, but you have this entire daisy chain row to hook in the gatekeepers here. So same thing, These back ones would go to the load lifters on the frame, and the front ones would go somewhere on this daisy chain row of loops. So I'm really excited about this pack. Honestly, we'll probably be running this quite a bit for myself this year. I get a lot of volume for a little bit of weight out of it. The front zippers make it really nice for small gear, and then the internal pocket of the Basin is pretty much an open duffel bag as we describe it. So it's great for stuffing in your overnight gear, like your camp, your clothing, your food, all your bulk storage into the Basin. So anyways, new update to the EMOD system. We got a lot of new stuff coming, as you guys can see, using new fabrics, new design, replacing some pockets and stuff. We're really excited about it. Go check out the Basin for $129 on Eberlestock.com.